It seems to be a continuing theme of those who propose alternatives which seek to avoid extending the station beyond its existing footprint at Euston, that the Hampstead Road Bridge problem is one that is unnecessary to resolve. I mean, has AP3 is predicated on the need to solve the Hampstead Road Bridge constraint by widening the throat so as to enable us to get HS2 trains in. That's a simple proposition, isn't it?
If you want to create new capacity, then the Hampstead Road Bridge is the pinch point.
Yeah.
You have to widen the Hampstead Road Bridge area.
And in order to do that, you inevitably, because of the nature of development in the vicinity of that bridge, you have to undertake, broadly speaking, the scale of demolition and the scale of activity at and around the throat that is shown in the AP3 scheme.
Well, each of the alternatives has nuances, but in principle, yes.
Thank you.
We'd also seem to be saying that you need to widen the Hampstead Road Bridge, even if you were trying to implement the scheme that Mr. Travers is putting forward in order to be able to construct the double-deck effect on the lines.
Yes. It is an absolute pinch point, sir. And therefore, to create it, you either reduce the existing capacity or you have to expand out. It's almost like one of those child's puzzles. And the impact is enormous, which is why we've looked at every possibility of not doing it. And you come back to, if you want to create something, you have to create a bigger space or to stop trains running. There is no middle way.
Is that also the case when it comes to the station? Because obviously, by looking at more decks at the station, are you not faced with a similar problem that you face with the bridge? Whereas you're obviously widening the footprint in order to get the extra lines in order to create lines over and above the lines that are there at the moment, would you still have to widen like you do at the bridge, the footprint?
Yes. The extent depends on the particular alternative you're considering, but we don't consider there is any scheme that creates the capacity of any new capacity that doesn't expand the station and the footbridge and the throat. That is an inevitability of the scheme.